sharks and sharknadoes and bears, oh my! Welcome back to the Apocabitch Roadshow. Mao and the Muses have found Zoo, the outpost of God's children fighting against the human scourge. Out in the dark, where no one can hear you, not even God. Actually, Game Daddy can hear you now. Mao and Game Daddy hacked the communication system so that Zoo thinks they're talking to God. But they're not. That was pretty devious. By the way, tonight, giving Mao and the Muses mutations is cheaper. Because, sometimes, Apocabitch and Muses need to level up. Hey everybody, it's Liching Hour. I'm the Lich, and this is the Apocabitch Roadshow. Hey everybody, Apocabitches, chat. How's everybody doing?
Hello.
This holiday season? Hi.
Oh, my music is way too loud. There we go. I got it.
Okay.
I am here, mother.
I can hear that. Why is the music not playing?
You're suddenly very demonic there, Titters. But that's okay. That's okay. 'Tis the season, I suppose.
I found evil.
We have found
there you go.
Perfect. Like this is the most clear you've ever been, Mao. You look fantastic.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Crystal clear.
Yep.
Somebody got some HD stuff.
Hey, Blocked Party. Hey, Bread and Buttered. Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, Butters.
Hi.
This is the Apocabitch Roadshow holiday episode. Let's see, where we ended up last week. Oh, okay. All right, that's fine, Bread and Buttered.
All right. All right.
Where we ended up last week, you guys had gone off. Zoo had asked you, to the Colonel, had asked you all to go out to fix a comsat situation, technical, but it's fix an antenna so that they could start receiving or connect with God back in New Shitty. You guys decided to hack that, and Game Daddy hacked it so that they now talk to Game Daddy, thinking that Game Daddy is God.
I am your God now.
It's true.
You guys went to leave, and the bears had come back. The bears that Titters and Rock, the Muses, had messed with before I tracked them down. But then this red jelly ichor crazy freaking thing came out of nowhere and ate the bears. There was a bear cub saved. Titters, does the bear cub have a name?
Yes. The bear cub's name is Cub.
Okay, Cub. Yeah.
It's an appropriate name. I'm proud of you.
You guys, so you have Cub, and
it's not Cub, it's Club.
Mao and Grim spent the time bonding on their trips, respective trips. Is there anything you learned coming out of that about Grim, Mao? You guys were all waiting for the red ichor jelly thing,
right,
to leave.
You know what? I don't know that I came away with any specific, knowledge or anything, but I do know that I'm still absolutely in love with him, and nothing he could say could ever change that.
Thank you.
So it doesn't matter what he said.
He does have the cutest smile.
It's true.
His snake friend.
He's missing like the front four of his teeth, but that's fine.
Well, we got Grim and
we don't have dental care here necessarily. Why am I
Nothing can get in the way of your love, not even teeth.
It's true. Well, especially not teeth, because he doesn't have any. Suddenly he now has no teeth, so.
Why does he have no teeth? I
don't know. He's got dentures. I don't know.
Okay. All right. He's did I describe him? I wonder if I described him.
I think you did, but I don't. I know that his friend had a helmet that was full of skeletons.
No,
he's a gorilla. His friend is a snake.
Right. Gorilla head, kind of a little bit pushed more towards a human kind of face with violet eyes. Okay. And then Snake just always has the helmet on.
Okay. And I said skeletons, and I definitely meant bees. And okay, so he's part gorilla. Fantastic. Then
go ahead.
Oh, mutation.
Yep.
Zero's theory. Welcome back.
Zero's Theory, thank you so much for joining us and giving Mao her third. So tonight is a level up night. We've been doing a lot. We're gonna level up all the characters if chat allows. Everybody gets an extra mutation. Mao gets one extra mutation. So Zero's Theory, this is the way we're gonna do it. You can I want two things from you, if you would. One is an idea of a power, and two, to give me an exclamation point chaos in the chat. That's going to roll a number for us. And that's going to determine the second option. But Mao, you were finished. What were you saying? You don't. It doesn't.
I no longer remember. It wasn't important.
Okay. 70.
Ooh, plus effect.
And then if you have an idea for a power, we can work on it. But so
do I have an idea? No.
No.
I haven't thought about it.
Zero's Theory.
Cool. I am happy to roll with whatever happens.
So what we're going to say is this power, because of the timing, we're going to say that you, in your kind of connection with Grimm and this particular trip and being locked up in this little place up on a hill, you've kind of manifested a new power. Any kind of matter manipulation? In what sense? Tell me something she would do with that, Zero's Theory. Then I'll have a better understanding of what you're thinking. I mean, matter manipulation could be anything, right? Right.
Mm-hmm.
Change the state of matter.
Yeah.
Turn solids to liquids.
And then 70
liquids to solids.
Listen, I don't want it unless I can sublimate things.
Oh.
Okay. So 70. Okay, reshape metal objects. Interesting.
I like that.
The other one, the role is regeneration.
Ooh, that could be helpful.
That would definitely be helpful.
And basically that's
But then we can't turn you blue again.
Basically,
where's other primary colors?
Fran's not around to heal you. This would be something to actually your psyche is supposed to be. Yeah, you're like there.
Thank you.
Yep. So regeneration would allow you to heal yourself.
Okay.
Or reshape metal objects.
I wonder if there's a way for me to. I know I'm not really supposed to come up with ideas, but can I come up with the idea to reshape flesh? And that's healing.
But you can reshape somebody else's flesh too.
I mean, yeah, but not easily.
I like that you can reshape their flesh, and what that actually ends up doing is just hurting them. But then you can describe how you're reshaping them.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because I like the idea of being able to reshape things, but I would like to be able to also knit myself back together.
I got an idea. How about I have both?
Yeah, a little bit of both. Like I don't know that I want the ability to affect other people necessarily, but reshape metal objects is pretty broad, and
BA start
pretty narrow. So I'm hoping for like some sort of middle ground there.
Right. So
if it's a no, then it's a no, and I'm okay with that.
Let's do it. No, I love the whole idea. I mean, reshaping flesh, and it can be hurting someone else or healing yourself. I love it.
I'm not a good sculptor, so it would just be like, here's a mold of clay. Okay, how's that working?
So what I want to ask is Zero Theory like it? Because they're
it's
giving
true.
you
They do have the final say.
Well, you had the final say of between two, but I just want to make sure the person who did it.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay, thank you.
Heal yourself, and then we'll try to use that later on, and we'll have to work on the move itself.
Absolutely, yeah.
Or reshape someone else's flesh. I guess that means you could reshape their flesh if. Well, no, I would say you can't heal other people. You can only hurt.
I don't think I know enough. Yeah, I'm not good enough at it.
Well, thank you very much.
Everyone's anatomy is different.
Cool. That's actually, I think that's really cool. I think that.
Would she be able to heal the muses from
You guys don't have flesh, do you?
I do not.
Everybody but Game Daddy.
Are they
They can
corporeal? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right.
They get minor
I can do that then.
and major hurts. They just don't get hurt.
Yeah. I feel like I know the muses well enough that it's okay. I know myself well enough that it's okay. I don't know anybody else that well, so I can just take that matter that they have and tear it asunder, because that sounds easy. I don't know what it needs to be. I just need it to be a shape that is more apart than it was before. So
Can you make me a human body?
Can you make me a human? Can I be a real boy? Oh my god, Game Daddy, are we on this? That's a fucking... Do we want to start?
Are we going into a Pinocchio scenario?
Bicentennial man.
I mean, because
that's what I was thinking.
Day,
Yeah,
Daddy,
I mean,
Game Daddy wants to be real and fleshy.
Listen, if that's what you want, I will help you research it, and we'll figure it out. It sounds like it would be a lot of fun.
Feel something.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
Fear death, Game?
I do
not know what death feels like.
I like that idea. So we
that
got
won't
a little,
stop you from
we got
trying.
a
Yes.
little mini thing going on. I like that. Okay. All right. So after a few hours, the big red jelly moves on and frees it up so you guys can get back to Zoo. As you're making your way back to Zoo South, the fire is still raging. The sky to the south east as you move southwest is full of dark, thick black smoke. It starts snowing. However, it started snowing while you were in this little fallout, this little shelter thing, and so it's kind of heavy. It gets heavier as you're traveling south. When you get back to Zoo, everybody's super one. The Colonel's super happy that you reestablished a connection with God, but also they're all like the base is kind of buzzing with the fact that like a large portion of the forest is on fire, and they're seeing all the thick smoke. So
yeah, it's terrible, isn't it?
Did the snow put the fire out?
It's terrible. Well, they're hoping that the snow is going to help put the fire out for sure, but it is raging pretty bad. But the first things first is immediately when they find out the comsat's still up and functional, first off, the Colonel isn't super happy that you have pets. Okay, because you come back. Remember, you left. You didn't. The Muses weren't with you. And,
no,
yeah,
that's right.
So you come back and you come in. You got Game Daddy, you got Rock Titters and Budadiah.
I found my
They should be
friend.
happy about me.
Yeah,
right.
They should be. Well, they don't really know what you are. You know what I mean? They don't.
No,
know
but yeah. No, I mean they're my friends. They were. It's not like I can actually separate myself from them. So this is just part of the admitting now into Zoo.
Part of the package.
Yeah.
Mother, can I eat him?
No.
Can we take over Zoo?
There are a lot of people with a lot of guns, and there's at least
that wasn't my question. My question was, can we?
No. May we?
Theoretically.
Yes.
Mother,
I would like to try.
Their guns. Can we take this place over?
Can you strap the guns to us? Can we operate these guns? Can you get us guns?
Can I? Yes. May I? No.
Maybe.
I would like guns.
Mother, we would wish to have guns on Cub.
Okay.
I want a turret on my back.
You want a machine gun grizzly bear?
Ooh,
yes.
That's a cool mutation idea.
Sounds super Russian. And I love it.
Game Daddy becomes more.
I'm having.
We all
as
become
a person,
more
I'm really
robotic.
having a hard time saying no to that, but I just not right now, please. Not right now.
Dinner's is slowly becoming Russian.
Hello,
We need
comrade.
vodka.
Hello.
Mother, we need vodka for Mother Russia.
So, okay, so Colonel, I mean, what is it going to do? I mean, you tell them the Muses are part of you, right? They're going to stay, right?
Yeah.
So he's fine. He instructs some soldiers to find you, clear out this small storage building to be kind of like your home while you're here.
Thank you.
They put in a cot and stuff for you. But there's orders to shoot your pets if they get out of line.
That's fair. That's only fair.
Is there a charging station?
There is there's something you can plug into because there's electricity on the base, so you can charge up in the little storage room. There's a outlet.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Yep. So I'll plug Game Daddy in.
Game Daddy. Not too long after, but hold on. Rock, did you have something you want to say?
Oh, I was just saying, I'm gonna say how we should murder all these people because they don't like us.
And I'm seconding one.
If they have orders to shoot to kill, we have orders to eat
Take
and
over.
poop.
Like, I'm not going to tell you no,
I do
but
not.
I would
But
like
if
to
one
remind
person
you-
goes disappearing each night, you won't accuse us, right?
I'm going to remind you that I am, in fact, mortal and can, in fact, die. And
We brought you back once. We can do it again, right, guys?
I'm sure it's going to work again. I don't know that it's going to work again. So can we just not? Can we do something that will? You can do what you want as long as it doesn't increase my risk of death, please.
Mother, get us machine guns for Cub.
Okay, so I'm thinking
Your request has been logged.
when it goes to nighttime, we try and lure like 2 of them in to a dark alley, and we just murder them. And then we
It's
eat the
rodents
corpses,
who that
and
they
there's
can
no
get
evidence.
in the dark. They're
You see,
part animal too. They might be able to do that.
prove useful to us at some point. So maybe
Voice of
we
reason.
should not kill everything immediately.
Bitters and rock. You know what? I'm going to assume Bud does too.
You noticed
I believe
as you
we
sat
should
with
destroy
Grim,
the general.
you're tripping as you're coming down. You notice the burn kind of like weird skin rash kind of stuff on his neck, going up in the back of his head and stuff like that. Just like patches of it. I just want to remind you from last episode because when you get back, you're noticing it a little bit more often in all the different people. Perry's very happy to see you. Oh, hey, you made it back and you secured the connection.
I did.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Good work, soldier.
Cool. Thank you. Can you tell me about your rash now?
Oh.
I think I'm pretty sure that was our deal.
Right. Well, it's a little bit of. I'll come back later tonight and I'll tell you. You
Okay,
get settled
sounds
in a little bit. Well, now, yeah, you get settled in. I'll be back to tell you about it. Because immediately, almost after you guys get kind of settled in, Game Daddy, you get a ping. Ping, ping, ping. They're attempting to contact. Oh, hey, thanks, Legion 520.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Ooh, we got drum bomb too.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Drama bomb. Let's see what we get. All right, so Game Daddy, I want to get this out of the way.
We have a baby.
They're very excited about being able to connect with God right away. And I want to know what.
Congratulations on your baby.
We had a baby. Who had a baby?
We had a baby.
Suni. Oh, it's only been 9 months, dude. It feels like hours.
Right.
Yep.
All right, Suni, what's our baby name? Do you want to name our baby?
Clyde.
Clyde. It's
Clyde.
a girl.
That's okay. Clyde can be a girl's name.
Sure.
That'd be an interesting girl name, actually.
It would
Would she
be.
be super butch though? I mean, like sometimes people really
Not
go into their names.
necessarily.
Oh no, she's super Barbie.
That'd be awesome. Super Barbie Clyde.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why did you name this?
We had a plan, but we didn't consider your feelings, and sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
So, first up, Game Daddy, you get a ping. They're trying to contact God, the robots on the base, now that they know that they're reconnected to God. This probably happened the moment you did it back in the thing, but back at the ComSat building. But they're asking for first off, they have a little bit of a report. Apparently, they have not secured the location of the humans. They're waiting for information from a human base. We're waiting for information from God. They have not secured the weapon, or they don't call it a weapon, but you surmise that it's a weapon. The radiation levels appear to be too high for the organic tech units. Please send organic hazmat equipment and extraction explosives units, or download appropriate specification schemas, is what they're saying. And then they leave it blank and they ask for your orders. And here's your choices as they stand. You're welcome to come up with your own, but the orders are to build up the defenses at Zoo, or does God have coordinates for them to send forces to raid, or 3, maintain the current status.
Can I do a quick sidebar here?
Yeah. Yeah, we can talk about it.
Guys.
Oh,
guys.
Yeah.
So
We're gonna huddle inside our Quonset hut.
Okay.
yeah.
We have a
I am on
Quonset
top
hut,
of
by
my
the way.
bed.
That's how I've imagined it.
So we could send their military might somewhere random and take over the town.
They wouldn't send everybody. These guys know what they're doing.
Mother,
Well,
I have an idea.
Child.
could be a good
Kiddo.
distraction.
We
Let's
use
guard.
the robots to kill everyone in the city that isn't us.
We could steal some tech.
I want to steal guns.
Less guards,
We
more stuff to steal.
use the robots to destroy the
I
town.
don't want to use the robots.
Remember what you're trying.
What if we?
What are you?
What
trying-
if we?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to remind Mao what is she trying to do?
Oh,
Like in the
okay.
greater story, like what are you trying
Yeah.
to do? Yeah.
Not. I know.
We're trying to find the murder.
We're trying. So ultimately, my goal is to get a weapon that will kill God.
Oh,
That is.
What
I
if
think-
we make
what about
I
Harry?
these
think that-
guys
We're
angry
on
at
a side
God?
quest right now, but
But is Harry? Are you still thinking you want to find Harry? Okay.
yes, because that's a more immediate threat.
Right.
Because let's not do that. Yeah, so that's definitely more immediate an immediate threat. But once that's done, I have directions and a diary on a weapon that will maybe kill God. I don't say this out loud. I will say this in my brain, so that if anybody's listening, they can't hear me.
Right. Well, I'm assuming you guys are all talking in your brain because you're telepathic
Yep.
with each other. Yep.
So
What
do you
if-
tell that to us?
Yeah, I mean, I think that you, you know what? I will tell it to you because I don't think I actually explicitly told Agent Fran that. So
I'm sorry?
You didn't roll a drama bomb.
Oh, I didn't roll. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
I don't.
no worries.
What if we make this city, the zoo, angry at God, and they try and go to war with God?
That's
Instead.
I feel like that's unlikely because God
We
is
can
God.
just make God a
There's
dick.
Elots.
You can make him as much of a dick as you want, but they're still gonna follow him. I don't know enough
What if
about
we demand sacrifices? God demands sacrifices.
Sacrifice.
I feel like I'm gonna be first because I'm the newbie.
Sacrifice
feel-
anybody besides the newcomers.
Yes.
I feel as though
Hold on.
no matter what God will ask of them, I don't know enough about this place to know that there's somebody who will question it morally. Does that make sense?
Hold on.
Yeah.
What if I convinced the camp that we were messengers sent from God?
We are acolytes.
We're on a
And they
mission
give
from
us- they
God.
give us
We
stuff
are
that helps us.
paladins.
I was accidentally
Sacrifice.
on a Blues Brothers GIF binge today, so why the fuck not? We're on a mission from
God.
God.
To kill God.
God. Let me see if I can find my fedora.
That is why we repaired God. Quote.
You are the apostle and we're your guardians. How's that? Can we do that?
No.
You are the angel and we are your apostles.
I
That's
know
fine.
you hate it,
That's a
but
great idea, but it makes
Morally.
me feel gross.
You are
It
God's
makes me feel
child.
like I'm covered in oil and like a whole bunch of hair is sticking to me. It's just really uncomfortable, and I don't like that feeling in the pit of
Wait.
my soul.
Mother, you are the daughter of God,
Mother.
and we are your servants. If anything
just-
shall
I'm just
befall
Them
you,
for their guns.
We can just ask them for guns without me being, I don't know, a terrible moral abomination upon the land. Yeah,
we
Yeah.
need-
for the
See,
greater good.
right?
the problem I'm hearing is that you have morals.
Yes. Is
That
the
is a
part
problem.
where you guys killed my family, which was actually a cult?
Oh, you see.
No, it doesn't ring a bell
They
whatsoever.
were coming right
No.
at us.
At
I
that
have,
time,
I have a very
had no
strict
brain.
set of morals, and there are things that I just will not do, and I apologize for that.
See, you just got a flesh mutation power bending thing that you should probably use to bend your own morals now.
Flesh bending.
My morals are not flesh. My morals transcend reality, sir.
So you're God.
You know,
Haha, we have circled back. You are God.
My power is moral reshaping.
Oh, hail mother. Just the Muses are slowly trying to convince her that slaughtering everything is the right thing to do.
I'm not saying anything about killing anyone. Just convincing them to give us stuff.
like convincing them to give us stuff is one thing, but I feel like we should earn it, right? Right?
By being messengers of God, yeah.
Yeah, these are people that you don't actually like. So I feel like lying to them is not the worst thing to do.
Terrible. I don't care about lying to them necessarily, but asking them for things that we haven't actually earned yet, that just seems wrong to me.
What if? Well, okay. How about this, Mal? You know, you're saying that your family was killed by God, right? And these are people that follow the will of God, so therefore they're bad people.
I'm not saying they're not bad.
Punished by our wrath.
But not necessarily by us. I don't think that's my place.
You know how you earn.
You know whose place it would be? The Emily's place. But she's dead now. Thanks.
You know how you earn a good weapon? You kill the guy that has it.
I mean, if we do stick around here, bad things tend to happen around us.
Game Daddy? Why am I agreeing with Game Daddy more than any of you?
Because he's suggesting murder in a different way.
Oh, hey, what's up, Percy?
Are you meditating? Resting?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I was communing
with God.
With a higher power.
For her transgressions.
So the Drama Bomb 27, we rolled up. You found a dealer. So Grim, knowing your inclination towards mushrooms, has sent another person. And Perry's, oh, here, I want to introduce you to, Grim told me you wanted to meet Sam. And Sam comes in. Sam's like a Doberman, got a Doberman head. He's like, yeah, so you want some, he pulls out, he's got the mushrooms, the bag. How many would you like? And I was just realizing, since you guys were stuck in that little Comsat building for a little while, you might have looted. So if you want to roll on the Rick, I'll let you roll twice on the Rick.
I would love to roll twice on the Rick.
And maybe one, actually you roll once and maybe one of the Muses rolls.
I love that too. Apocabitch rolling.
Probably found something.
What am I rolling? I'm sorry.
You are rolling a 1d41.
D41. A 14.
14.
Solid 14 for Mao.
Basically, a solar-powered watch you found.
Yeah, you're right. I don't have any need for that, so I will gladly barter that.
Yeah, and then what is one of the which Muse wants to?
I got it.
Just rolled
38.
38 is you also found a stun gun.
Oh.
6 ammo.
I like.
If the Muses are able to use guns, I'm okay with the Muses keeping the stun gun.
I feel like I should have the electrical tech.
Oh,
it's true. Yeah, I will let you guys decide among yourselves who wants to use it. But I will, if you are able to do the thing, I'm going to allow you to do the thing.
Sam,
if you can find your own weapons, you can find your own weapons.
I'm keeping the
He's self-sufficient, my children.
Have a grenade. You know,
I do have a grenade.
You also have a pistol.
Oh, wait. The Muses have a grenade, or I do?
You do.
You do.
I got it.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yep. Yeah, I got the pistol yesterday from.
Gosh, no! Don't give the folks a grenade.
No, the grenade is mine.
I,
as a person, need to keep that grenade. I'm not giving them. No, they're not getting that grenade. I need to keep the grenade for reasons that are related to
the watch off your hands for 1 stash, if that's what you want to do.
1 stash, really?
Yeah. Well, it's not. It's not.
What if I pull out my stun gun and just kind of go? Bzz, bzz. That's the best you're offering.
You want to haggle?
I will allow this to happen.
I want to roll for intimidation.
Oh,
okay. And whenever he.
All right, so
listen.
Roll for intimidation off with you as the.
Is that FaceTime?
Intimidator.
Yeah, it's FaceTime. As the
They call me the Intimidator.
Can I do an assist with the bear cub that I'm currently sitting
I
on?
think we're all just growling
she
at
gets
this
to add-
shopkeep.
Yeah, she gets to add +2 to this roll because of you guys.
Oh, okay. +2 plus hot or +2
Oh,
static?
it's plus cold, isn't it?
Mine, I upgraded.
Oh, right. So it's whatever you want it to be. Let's just give it no more than +2, so we'll make you a +2.
It would be +3. Okay, just +2.
Yeah.
All right. Bang. Roll. 2d6 +2. That's 8. That's not
Okay.
terrible.
He goes. Look. All right. Look,
Wait, this is behind my light.
I'll give you an extra one, but you owe me something.
That's fine. Tell you what, I can give you.
I'll give 5 minutes playtime.
I'll if the next thing that if I find something that I think might interest you, I will let you know, and then if you want it, that can be yours.
Okay. All right. That's good. That's
Thank
good.
you.
And these things-
We're not gonna find anything for you.
Is that a bear? God damn it.
It-
Creepy.
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
You settled in? Are you good?
Yeah, I think so. Do I? I'm gonna ask mentally. Do you guys need to eat food or anything? I wasn't really
Nope.
in charge of
Flesh
taking care
of
of
our
you guys.
victims.
All right, cool. You don't
have
need
to tell these
anything.
guys. I want to tell
My
these
bear
guys what to
needs
do
to
because they
eat.
kind of, send me a message and I'm just kind of ignoring it, living on red.
You can let him. You can let him wait for a minute if you want. It's okay if you start
Okay.
talking. You guys are talking. Perry's looking at you, expect. She goes, "Oh, about your question. So these,
Oh,
we've kind
yeah. Thank you.
You're gonna get it too, unfortunately, but we kind of look at it as a mark of honor. It's the zoo. We call it the mark of zoo. There's a great power underneath us, and we have not learned how to get it yet. None of
Can
us have
I-
the equipment to go down there. The people who did go down there, something happened to them, and we don't have the correct equipment for us. And the robots don't have this the software to deal with what's down there. But
I don't
we
understand
want
how
to
to do
harness
it.
the power below to eradicate the human scourge. So this is what we endure.
Okay. I understand. Can
So we
Mao
can't let them use
can
that.
Mao roll to see if she knows what this is?
Yeah, if you want
Or I don't know if she knows enough.
Let's roll
I as a person have an idea what it is, and I just want to get rid of that cognitive dissonance so I know where I'm supposed to stand as a character.
yeah. So I don't think you.
I don't know that she
No,
knows.
that's not true. Because you are an archivist. Steve went around and looked.
Yeah.
At you've read lots of things. So let's see if you. Let's roll. Get the meta
Get the meta?
or data analyzing. It's instead of important info from a document, you could get info from her.
If I can roll data analysis, actually,
It's plus cold.
it's going to be plus cold either way. So, yeah, you know what? Data analysis, I think I would like more because I don't know that I need more information from Perry. I just need to think back on
Right.
things that I have read before to see, okay, what could cause these symptoms?
Okay, so get the meta, and it's
Yeah.
plus hot. So
It is plus hot?
you changed
no.
it. You upgraded it.
Yeah. Fantastic. Way to go past me.
Yeah.
2d6
Considers what are you
plus.
teaching the bear to do.
Well, I'm currently
Saw that.
sitting.
Go ahead.
I'm sitting on the bear, and I'm tempted to have my bear eat the person in front of me, but since
It's like
Mother. doesn't want
I'm
me to
gonna
do
look
that, I'm just
at Hitters
sitting here.
and at Clyde the bear cub and say, that's not, no, Cub the bear cub.
His name is Club.
Club.
CLUB. Yep.
Shit. All right.
This is my big battering ram.
Club the cup. Well, I guess since you asked so nicely.
You got the other joke.
Yeah, so Mao, you don't know what could be causing, what power could be underneath this base that could be causing this sickness.
Fantastic.
Marks on them. Yeah. We've
Um,
never read anything that suggested anything like that.
All right, fantastic. Well, that's unfortunate to hear. I hope that you guys figure it out soon. That we figure it out soon. Yes, absolutely. I can understand that. When you are near something very divine, you usually will come out with some sort of marking upon yourself that indicates that.
Oh, you do understand.
Can I?
Yes.
Can I use my hacking ability to see what that thing does, or does it have to be like powered on and working?
No, you know what? You're receiving. We're just going to be saying you're wirelessly receiving connection now because of that. So you could, no, because you're going to have to make yourself like.
I'd have to get myself up as I'm the one connected.
Exactly.
I wouldn't do that yet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let Mao know that I can connect to it, but I'm worried about the connection
you can
bridging.
Connect the device with the power.
Actually, you know what? Why don't you could just say, I need more information on the device. You know, to the weapon that they were talking about. Device/weapon.
Yeah, the one that's causing the mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to ask.
Okay, I just want to make sure I was on the same page.
We're gonna start you guys back out at 8 action points. I think. Yeah, we'll start you back out at 8 action points. 2 action points, and you can figure out a way to do that. Succeed. Game Daddy.
Oh, me, sorry. Yeah.
You guys only have 2 before.
Might as well. We got a full pool.
There you go.
Oh, I'm gonna add action points to the freaking screen, and I think I'll put it up above Mao.
That's okay.
Yeah, so
I remember them leaving last time with 2.
Yeah, thank you.
So now you don't have to worry about it.
All right, 2 action points, and we'll say that you can ask for more information, more data, need more data on the instrument or the item. It's a nuclear weapon. That's legal.
Well.
Yeah.
There's more than one down there. They're not sure. The last person. Well, I can't tell you this part. They're not going to tell you this part. They're just going to tell you it's a certain megaton atomic weapon.
Oh, and it's leaking. You said.
They think there's more than one down there, and one's leaking. At least one.
Okay.
We need
but
to
they're not trained in order. These they don't have the appropriate software for going down to retrieve it. They're like.
Fair.
They're more military.
They don't know
and attack.
Yeah,
kind of.
They don't have. I feel like they don't have the procedures in place to know. Hey, when I see this is what I do with it. They'll see it and be like, I don't know what the fuck that is. Let me throw an error and leave. Because that's what computers
they don't know how to
do.
Fix it. They can't go down and fix whatever's the radiation problem. They don't have the software to do that.
They just don't. Yeah, they just don't know how to do it. Yeah. Well, I don't know how to do it either. So if you can figure out how to do that, Game Daddy, you're welcome to do that.
I don't think that we should just yet. It might actually, if it's a nuclear bomb, I could set it off and blow us all up.
I'd appreciate it if you did not do that.
Let us leave, and then
I don't know what exactly it is or what it exactly does. However, I know that it's nuclear and that I can connect to it somehow, but I don't know what'll happen if I connect.
Okay.
As I'm just saying, like as my character, I would.
Yeah,
that's all. I think I would know.
Yeah.
You have discovered the Wi-Fi device, but you're like, I don't know if I should connect to that because what if it gives me like hardware?
You can't connect. You can't find anything that connects downstairs underneath the facility.
But you have located its MAC address.
Yeah. You know it's down there.
I picked up the ping.
And if you want to, I want to think of a way like for you to request information from them. We got to think of a little system for this. You know, because like, do you want the schematics for the base? Things like that.
I mean, would they offer that to us if we asked for it?
Well,
because that would definitely help knowing what's down there.
I mean, I feel like see why you wouldn't. Like, you're just requesting data. Go ahead, Mal.
Yeah. I was gonna say you can request data as you, or if you can request data as God.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, fuck. That's all. I'll respond to it. Their message. I'm gonna ask them the progress on their data for the device. Is all I'm gonna say, and hopefully they'll assume that I'm talking about that thing underneath them.
Right.
And they can send me like schematics and information about what it is.
Yeah.
I broke my crayon.
They send you data from the computers that they're able to access here on the base that have all the schematics. That's how you figure out it's a nuclear weapon. They also send you the way it's delivered, which is it's actually can be launched out of, it's like you're on top of a silo. In the middle of the base, there's a big opening that'll open up and launch it. There's a kind of the schematics show that there are 3, and then you get to it by an elevator inside the Colonel's building that leads down, and it's like 30 stories down because it's a rather large weapon. The problem is that there's the computer systems are down that launch it, and they're down there. And down there is the radiation levels are incredibly high, and so high. That's why it's like they're still getting. It's like over time they've been getting. You're not going to get the marks like right away. You're going to have to stay there months and months to get the marks on the organic people. Organic. So that's where they stand. That's what they're asking. They're asking for somebody. They sent somebody down with hazmat suits, and they didn't come back up. So they won't want to send. None of the organic people want to send more people down without more suits.
Right.
The Colonel wants to get down
there. Do they know where to get more?
They're hoping that God can either send those or send robots specifically designed to go down there and fix the situation.
Okay, well, they sent me more info. I'm going to take some time to process this before I give them another response.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I don't want to say, hey, I'm going to send help to come down there, or like tell them where to go find them, and then we don't have a plan for like what they're going to do or what we're going to do while they're gone.
Right. So
so
you're going to process on the orders of like, are they building up defenses here? Do you have coordinates of a human? You're going to wait on that for now?
Yeah.
Okay.
For now, yeah.
All right.
Just until we figure out a game plan for what we're going to do after we give them orders.
Right.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Okay,
actually, I have a request while you're at it. While you're looking at all their stuff, can you see if they mention anything about society? Do they know about society?
Zoo doesn't have words on society.
Yeah. Sorry, that was like a meta moment I couldn't answer.
That's okay.
Yeah,
that was just
if Game Daddy pings them, say, "Hey, do you give me all your data on society?"
Redacted,
yeah. But no,
if it's redacted, that's one thing. But if they don't have anything, that's an entirely different thing.
Yeah, they don't have anything.
Okay, cool.
They just send back. What is society? Our society?
Right.
We could send them to scout out Hugo Electronics.
No. Yeah. The only reason I say no is because I think that is going to lead to the weapon that will destroy God. And if they can find that and are under God, they're going to get rid of that weapon quicker than lamb shakes. So
then we could send them to try and kill Harry.
2 shakes of a lamb's tail. There we go.
Do we know where Harry is?
We know he went down a tunnel.
He's with the humans.
Do you want to send him down? No, because then he has an army to work with if he gets their blood.
Yeah, and that's why we're going after Harry first. We don't want anybody else to scout Hugo Electronics from Zoo. We just will leave that to be quiet and preserved elsewhere.
Why don't we just tell them to build up
so just nobody likes my ideas.
No, not today. Sorry.
Not today.
But yet, when we need to murder people, I'm the first person to call.
We'll hit you up, Rock.
It's not a murder
but today, we're just not in agreement on your ideas, and I'm sorry about that.
No, my idea is not murder.
Your idea is not murder.
No, it's not.
I think she was talking to Rock. What are you saying, Titters?
Yeah.
So my idea is we send these guys on a wild goose chase. Send the robots and the people all around the woods trying to find this lost group. And in doing so, not only do we evacuate more or less the silo that we're currently on, but we can also use this as an opportunity to investigate further in our thing with without risk of running into these people.
I think I see what you're talking about. Okay. So we're sending them to look for the humans or for somebody that doesn't actually exist.
I'm going to
just give them bogus locations,
i.e., nuclear-proofed materials or robots meant to go down that far.
We could just tell them that there's a human camp somewhere and just send them there for no reason. Or there was a sighting at this place. There might be a camp, and then they just go check it out.
Okay.
Just tell them to bring lots of guys and lots of guns, just in case.
So basically,
except for enough to build a bear armor suit and put a minigun on that bear armor suit.
I won't say no.
We've got 2 drama bombs burning now. We've got one is we are not amused. The person who triggered this one, a jelly gato, needs to decide which muse has had enough is going to have a tantrum now. And 25 is let's go for a trip. Oh, jeez. Again, somebody's got to pick an NPC. Mau must trip out this episode.
Ooh.
Rock, you need to act out. So you can
I am acting out all over.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, right.
They don't even want to murder
Thanks,
anymore.
These
aren't the people that I know. These aren't my friends.
Where is Age?
These aren't my companions. We used to murder and have fun. We were in a wasteland together. We were
you can't just straight up murder hobo everybody.
Why not?
You know,
Show me the
Don't make
rules.
it sound like a challenge. Don't make it sound like a challenge.
I'm gonna go murder somebody, and there's nothing you guys can do to stop me.
Wait, Rock. Wait, yeah, Rock. We put armor on the bear.
No, I'm murdering somebody. Screw y'all. I'm murdering somebody.
Are you leaving?
Rock?
Rock, are you?
I am storming out of this little hut to find somebody to murder.
Oh God!
Game Daddy, are you hitting with the stun gun?
You need to sit down and calm the fuck down.
Okay, I'll give you two action points. You can stun Rock.
I'm stunning him. Sorry, Rock, you gotta sit down.
Can I use the other action points to refuse this stunning?
to
don't I have a paralyzing tongue? Because I'm gonna paralyze him if he leaves.
I have the paralyzing tongue. Thank you very much.
Then I'll just send my cub to bash your head in until you stop moving.
Damn, that escalated real quick.
You wanted to murder somebody, well, we're murdering you.
Okay, just as you guys, the Muses just have had enough. They're starting to go nuts, and that's when Perry pops up, goes, "Hey, we really need your help. Can you guys? We need you guys to go outside of base. Come on, out here. The Colonel needs you." And she messages, like motions for you guys to report to the Colonel.
All right, we will report to the Colonel.
You guys gonna get your shit together and come out to the Colonel.
Yep.
No.
We are going to get our shit together.
Only if I can murder. Only if I'm murdering
the whole time.
If you don't,
we can murder later. I will. You know what? How about this?
I have the stun gun at the ready. I'm watching.
We will murder somebody later today. Do you have pinkies? I don't even know if you have pinkies, but let's.
I have crab claws.
That's.
I have a pinky. I have a pinky.
Crap.
I have a pinky. So you guys go out to the Colonel's out there. He salutes to you. Maybe you're not so used to it, or you're supposed to salute to him. He's expecting you to salute. There you go.
Okay, there we are.
Good job, soldier. All right. So the fire is they're hoping the fire is gonna get dampened by the snow, and it's working to a degree, but it's still raging, and it's sending a lot of animals and other life rushing out. A lot of them are heading south towards the zoo. And in order to keep like stampedes of animals away from the zoo, because the Colonel's worried about it, they don't want to waste ammunition on shooting things as they're coming running. So they're asking. They don't have a lot of people who can go do this. They have other people doing other things. He's asking you. He's asking you guys to go out. He's giving you these sonic posts to go out north and plant these sonic posts and like kind of in front in the forest and ahead of them. What they'll do is they emit the sonic noise that makes the animals run away. and so they'll run
So
away. The
just
idea
sort
is
of
they'll
divert
run
them around.
Yeah, around the
Yeah.
base and not
Okay.
at the base. So do you?
And then we don't have to shoot
The
them.
idea I was thinking of anyway. So I like this better because it doesn't involve more fire.
Right.
There's gonna
More
be
Yes.
fire. You
so
just-
much fire.
No, I was thinking of if we have the sonic post now. Let's continue with that. I was thinking if nothing else, we could
Fire.
pre-burn some
You
so
gotta
that it
trip the
stops.
shopkeeper, man.
Anyway,
We need to burn them.
We need to burn them.
we're not going to burn them with the forest fire you started as a tantrum. We're going to.
It wasn't a tantrum. That was well thought out planning.
Was it?
I disagree.
Was this a controlled burn for nature repopulation?
I-
no,
No,
it was
this was
not.
for-
We're
this was
planting
for-
goddamn sonic posts.
This was for
End
fun,
of
but it was
discussion.
actively thought about.
Burn everything.
No.
All right.
It was tactically thought about this fight.
Is there anything you want to do at the base? The colonel asks you if you need weapons.
I
Yes.
will always take
Yes.
weapons if you have weapons.
Machine
to
guns.
Guns.
You have a pistol.
I have a
Do you
pistol.
want something a
I'm-
little heavier than that?
If you have one.
I'm giving him the thumbs up. I want, and then giving the motion for like, gimme. Hands
My
up
friends
coming
will
towards
have
me.
their own weapons.
Oh, I'm pretty quiet.
I have fingers. I can shoot a gun.
Am I pretty quiet?
I pat the bear's
Better now?
back in a way to get guns on the bear.
How about now? I don't know why I've been so quiet lately. I gotta.
When you moved your microphone over, and maybe it was because you moved your head closer, it got louder. So I don't know. Maybe you have like a different field turned on. I don't know if your mic does that. Oh, now you turned it off.
Yep, can't hear nothing.
Ba-da-da-da-da. Oh wait, we can't hear him. That means we can do whatever we want. All right, guys, slaughter everyone.
No rules.
What? What?
Murder.
We heard you now. We hear you now. We hear you now.
Yeah.
All action points to rip out
Great,
throat.
babe. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
Yeah, there we go. I can hear you now.
So you want something a little with a little bit more punch? Oh, by the way, Colonel is not. He will not look at the animals in Game Daddy. He won't pay attention to you guys. He's an old soldier.
Ooh.
He's
But I'm a child of God.
He does.
I am going to rear up and try and make eye contact with him.
I'm
Like,
going to do this as
For
well.
face 3 inches away from him. My face 3 inches away from his face, just making direct eye contact.
Only 3? I'm 2.
Apparently, you are really quiet on stream.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
You are quieter than everybody else. For me
Maybe
as
it's
well.
your audio input for the actual OBS.
Maybe.
I don't think it's that. I think it's actual like something because every now and then it'll happen with the microphone, and then not this specifically. It had happened last time with another microphone. I think it's in my
Weird.
I gotta open up my sound settings. Figure it out.
Jingle bells, Colonel smells very late an egg.
Who's Barry? Oh, Perry. My bad.
Very.
We
Ah,
shall
yes,
eat
Perry.
the general and
Brain
the
pain, lost a wheel, and God got away. Hey,
Love it.
slaughter
Instant
them
classic.
all in.
Instant classic.
slaughter them, all of them must die.
Okay, so does
Nice.
Game Daddy want a? Does Game Daddy want a weapon too?
I would love a weapon. I want a gun. I got a stun gun, but I want a gun.
So how about we're gonna give Mao an SMG and
Ooh.
and then
Give me the
give
pistol.
you the pistol, yeah. That's what I was thinking.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, give me the gun.
All right, so
give me
what we're gonna
cat,
do, we're
brat,
gonna
brat.
leave the base. We're gonna take our break now so I can figure out my mic issues. Because I'm seeing
Okay.
Snam it's showing me that it's green, you know what I mean? But turn all the way up.
Yeah, it's just you did the thing again. So when you move your mic, and it's over here on the side, and I don't know if it's because you're moving your mouth closer to the mic or not, but you sound louder. Okay, and now you're off again.
Oh,
Still off.
he's currently off. Let's slaughter everyone.
Hi.
No!
Hi.
Hi!
All right, we're gonna take a break, and we'll be right back. 10 minutes. And see you guys soon. And we're gonna leave the base and go make animals not attack the base.
With fire.
I think it's in the OS. I think so too. Zeros. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna keep digging there. So we'll see you guys in 10 minutes. Oh, there's a new episode of the Long Pine coming up next. All right. See you guys in 10. And even though he had wahoo time with my sister, I do not hate him.
He's going to burn here.
Okay.
What is hero approved?
I'm Turkey from the Grouch Couch.
Hi, I'm the Lich.
I'm DM Taco from Dragons in the Dining Room.
My name is Spooky Sprinkles.
I'm Dungeons and Dom. I'm Jeff Folsham of Folsham Art.
My name is Joe from the Twitch channel Joe Dirt.
They strive to push the boundaries of what is possible for live streaming. Collaborations every week.
D-I-Z. That rhymes.
Middle detector. Pushing each other to make the best possible content. Check out the hero-approved channels.
I throw one of my grenades.
So what are the stats on that frag grenade?
In the 2 hours that passed. The streets were deserted.
Hey, hello Dungeon fans, I'm the Lich, and this is the Liching Hour. Before you do whatever it is you came here to do, in Dungeon News. Beach Weekend! That's right, monsters, it's that time of year. The Starless Sea is warming up. The Kraken is diving down into the cold abyss, so it's time for us to get our beach on. Hobgoblins, it's your turn to prep the barbecue. Ogres, we need the water slide put back together. Ask the orcs to help you with the instructions. What else? Oh, music. Music will be provided by Horatio the Undead Bard and his Merry Rock Grubs. I know a lot of us didn't like his last album, but he promises to do all his past hits, and we know how good those are. Werecats, you're in charge of the volleyball tournament this year. And we've got a new thing this year. The zombies have volunteered to act as flotation devices. It might seem weird wrapping a zombie around your waist, but after you realize how easy that makes drinking margaritas and relaxing in the sea, you won't want to get out. And I have a feeling the zombies are going to be in high demand. The witches have knitted new beach towels. I heard they have a new design this year, and it rhymes with grind player. Don't wait, there is a limited amount. Get yours now. And that wraps it up. Should be a great weekend. Be careful out there. Even though the Kraken is gone, the blind slaughterfish can be rather nasty. That's the news. Enjoy your stay. Whoville Dungeon.
Request access code. Access denied.
What is Hero Approved?
I'm Turkey from the Grouch Couch.
Hi, I'm the Lich.
I'm DM Taco from Dragons in the Dining Room.
My name is Spooky Sprinkles.
I'm Dungeons and Dom. I'm Jeff Folsham of Folsham Art.
My name is Joe, Twitch channel Joe Dirt.
They strive to push the boundaries of what is possible for live streaming. Collaborations every week.
The IZ. That rhymes.
Middle detector. Pushing each other to make the best possible content. Check out the hero-approved channels.
Request access code. Access denied.
And even though he had wahoo time with my sister, I do not hate him.
He's going to burn here.
Okay.
Things like
Don't
that.
worry about
You
it.
just gotta go with it.
Maybe pineapple enjoys that. Also, your broadcast is off in Zoom. You know what? I can just watch you over here, and that's fine. Haha! Aha! I figured that. Yeah, no. This was a Mal problem, and not an everybody problem.
And now it's an everybody problem?
No, it's not. Oh, maybe it is. So I went upstairs on our break, and I wore my antlers, and Oliver, my puppy, was enamored with the fact that my head makes different noises now. And he was just like, what are you doing?
I want to get my puppy up here.
Do it. No, he's got this like long tail, and it goes.
Hold on. Lich.
The past couple of dogs we've had.
I don't hear you on the stream.
I know.
I can only hear them.
I know. Hello. Can you hear me on the stream now? Hello.
Hold on.
Showing that everybody could hear me. Hello. Hi. I'm on the stream now. Can you hear me better?
Oh, now I hear you. Sorry, I had it unmuted just for a second.
Great,
So I could
has
see if I could hear it through there.
Yes, much better.
I'm wondering if that's. I know. If it was. Oh. I know what was going on here. Hold on. Let me see.
Yes. No.
I think it's Snapchat. Okay, good. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Apocabitch Roadshow. I think the sound is better now, hopefully. Everything's good.
Why is everything about Snapchat?
So, yeah, right?
Why not?
Welcome.
So now
Welcome to Snapchat Apocabitches.
Still not as quite as loud as everybody else, huh? That's.
But I also shout, kind of, so.
So do I.
I'm just
And
generally loud.
I can at least hear you now. Yeah.
I can't
I didn't
hear.
ever fix my lipstick.
I think there might be a problem.
Oh, there he is.
Hello. I
Hello.
keep messing with stuff, and I'm not gonna touch it anymore.
That's
Hello?
okay.
Okay. Okay, so we're rejoining the Mao and the Muses as they are going out to help rectify a problem the Muses. Oh, I sound like shit. Thank you very much. Hello, hello. I'm watching the levels.
Hello.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk a little
That's
louder
better.
now. How about there? Got a little quieter.
No, I think you're good now.
I think my
You're good now for me.
Through the snow, setting fire to things,
I think my
watching
microphone might be
everything
on the-
burn down in a giant
Dying?
fucking crisp.
Okay. Okay. You guys can see the thing is like the everybody else can hear me just fine through Discord. For some reason, it's
Got it. So we just get the
You're a
entire
little
fan
robot-y.
on Discord as well.
Am I low for you
Yeah,
guys? on
everybody
Discord?
get in the call.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
you
not
got low for
low.
us.
It's just a little bit robot-y.
It's the
Nah, I got low.
connection. It's USB mic. Leave it right there. Okay. All right. Don't touch it.
Yeah,
Not
just-
touching.
What I would recommend doing is finding a really good position for that cable to be in, and then just taping it with electrical tape until it just doesn't move anymore.
You can hear me. Okay.
Until it doesn't work anymore.
Yay! Yay!
Absolute perfection.
Wonderful.
Last episode, the Muses, finding themselves in a train wreck without any of the Apocabitches around, had decided to light the forest on fire around them. Maybe a little bit
A reasonable
angst,
response.
a little bit of rage. You know, they're missing their centers, or whatever you want to say it, whatever keeps them grounded
Mothers.
in reality. So they started setting fire to the forest. Well, fast forward about a half a day later, and the forest is raging. The forest fire is raging. The snow has started to fall, and luckily it's starting to help with the fire, but it's still raging. And the raging fire is causing all these animal life and everything else to start rushing down south towards the zoo, which is the military base that Mao and the Muses have found themselves on. The colonel, the leader of the zoo, has asked them to go out and put up these little sonic posts to keep the animals from running straight at the zoo, so they don't have to waste ammunition killing lots of animals. So you guys head out north. Mao now has an SMG. Game Daddy has a pistol.
Yes.
Pistol and a stun gun?
And a stun gun.
Who
And a
wants
stun gun, yeah.
Does somebody else want the stun gun?
Nobody
God,
has
he's out. He's out.
Game Daddy's
Somebody
the only
else
one
want-
that could use a weapon.
Okay.
Does
Game
my bear
Daddy.
have a machine gun?
Not yet.
Can I wield
I have I have a
sword?
machine gun. Even I don't qualify for a normal machine gun yet. So calm down for
You
a
know what's lucky
second.
is for this whole episode, you guys have been doing the majority of the talking, so it's okay that the
Get off.
audio's been kind of low for me.
It's fair.
Okay.
Let me eat the gorilla for the machine guns.
No! No!
I mean, that's one way to do it.
He shows us no.
Do you mean the chimpanzee?
So
Who's the general guy?
the colonel, he's a
The colonel?
Yeah, who's his?
battle scarred ape.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's an
wasn't
ape.
he a
Okay,
gorilla?
my bad.
Well, he's yeah.
I want to eat this gorilla.
But no,
I don't
no!
care about your boyfriend. You can keep your boyfriend. I want to eat the
I just
gorilla
wanted to
who's
make
not
sure we
shown
were talking
respect.
about the same sapien. Okay, so
Your boyfriend is fine. Just
thank
eat the
you.
It shows no respect.
No, because that would create a power vacuum that I don't know the consequences of yet. So let's.
We
let's
don't
take a peek.
need to worry about consequences.
Except that we do. I do.
Nope.
Mother.
I do.
We'll just murder everyone in our way. Everyone. And I do mean everyone.
Not her
Why
boyfriend.
I drink.
Especially that NATO-mancer man. He must taste
Oh yeah,
his
no,
own
fuck
blood.
the answer. That I don't know anything about actually
I
in
don't think he's a
canon.
man. He's shark person.
He will taste it. They will taste their own blood then.
It's like King Shark from the
So-
Harley Quinn cartoon. Anyway,
So the colonel gives you guys coordinates pretty far, about a mile out north, a little bit into the forest. You guys head out into it. The snow's begun to mix with ash, and so it's like cold black snow falling around you as you push deeper into the forest. as you start getting closer to the coordinates, that's when you you start seeing your first signs of animals rushing away from the fire towards you. All sorts of them, but these animals are all like normal. They're like deer, badgers, foxes.
Not any giant jelly things.
Did you just say foxes? Did he say foxes, guys?
I did. I did say foxes.
I capture a baby fox.
You don't see any baby foxes. I'll tell you that.
I capture an adult fox. I capture 2 adult foxes.
I knew the moment I was describing this that you guys are going to go after these animals. I just freaking knew it.
I look for a raccoon as well.
You guys, as in the single kiddo that is Titters.
Yep.
No, maybe.
I capture animals to.
I plan on.
You're right. Actually, that's a really, really good consequence that I didn't think of. Is that Rock might start a competing menagerie?
Right.
Oh no, I'm going to slowly.
Pets.
I'm murdering.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
Titters has this maternal instinct about them because of the mammaries, I think.
I know I'm gonna regret that roll.
That's all right.
Oh.
It's all right. It's gonna be fine. I don't know what it is, but it's gonna be fine.
All right. So one of the muses ate all of your stash.
Oh no.
The one who did it must come forward and roll on the list, or lose all the rest of the action points.
Oh. All right. Who wants the trip?
I have been a bad muse, but you deserve it. You were mean to me.
I just lost somebody.
But it would make a lot of sense that Rock was throwing the tantrum. Rock's throwing the tantrum. So
Rock was acting out, looking for attention, and
he needs to calm down. He needs to calm down.
Stash.
Do you want to lose all your stash or all your action points? Seems like a pretty no-brainer there, actually. Let's do this. Or actually, all right, lose. Okay, actually, lose all your action points and eat 1 stash.
Is this my decision?
Yes, your decision, Rock.
Oh, I'm eating all the stash.
You guys just traded for all that sweet stash.
Oh man.
Okay.
I know I was gonna regret that roll.
Pets? What about all my pets I've got? Did I lose all my pets?
No. Okay, so 0. And Mao, you're gonna have to go down 1. You're no longer hot.
No, I'm not.
No. The forest is looking really normal to you right now. Okay, so Titters, you want to run off and try to catch a fox or something?
So, I'm going to tell you my entire list of animals I'm trying to catch. A male fox, a female fox, a male raccoon, a female raccoon, a male deer, small. What?
Titters arc.
Yep. I am trying to capture 2 of every animal, 1 male and 1 female. Including bears if there's any bears. Granted, I'm only grabbing 1, the opposite gender of my bear.
So Titters goes running off.
You said arc, and I thought like plot arc, but no, you meant boat arc.
Yeah, how many leashes do you have, bro? How are you gonna catch all these? You don't even have hands. All you got's fanged mouth.
Simple. I build a net, and I use my mouth to catch them with the net.
How do you build a net with no hands?
Mao, are you going to put
power
down the
of
sonic
Jesus.
posts?
Yes.
All right, so you got to the coordinates, and right where he told you to kind of do them, he told you to put them like 4 feet apart. You're about to put
How many do I have?
You there. He gave you like 12, and it's like every 4 feet.
Okay.
And he gave you the middle coordinate. You got to go one way and another.
Building a discussion of. Okay. Yeah.
But as you're about to put the first one down, out of the brush ahead of you, you hear a crackle. You look up, worried that maybe a deer's going to come running out at you. But instead, this little person comes walking out, and the one, and then another one, and then another one. And when I say little people, they're like shorter than Game Daddy. They look a little bit human, but they got pig-like snouts and big wide eyes. And
I'm gonna eat one.
That's adorable.
I capture as many as I can.
One's carrying a child. The other ones have like things from their houses and stuff. And they've got soot on their faces. And they look at you, they stop, and they look at you in fear. And when you plant the sonic thing and you hear it go off, because he told you the moment it hit the ground it would go off. When they hit it, they go off, their eyes get big, and they grab the one drops their little baby, and they clutch their ears. They're like, they see him kind of screaming.
I catch the baby before it hits the ground. Saving it. Motherly instinct kicks in.
Thanks, great babe. And you see them like scream, like kind of silently screaming, and they see more coming out of the bushes in front of you. They like fall to their knees and they're clutching.
Oh God! I'm gonna pick it up.
Pull it out.
Doesn't turn off.
You know what can solve this problem? Murdering them all.
You do not.
Yes, May.
Right,
No.
Right.
So high that I got the munchies. I'm gonna start eating.
I refuse this, and I actually go and attack him because he's hurting them.
I've taken the stake out.
Okay, you take the stake out there, like they stop and they're like woozy, and that's when you hear this whoosh to the left, whoosh to the right, and as if something large is sliding through the snow, and then you hear a kind of a crunch, 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 and rustling on either side. Now you've heard this rustling because that was animals running by, but this sounds like it's getting closer. And on their left, on their right, and behind you, these figures come out of the brush. They're tall. They're like 8 feet tall, covered in bright green hair that covers every bit of them, all the way up to the colic on the top. And they have these big 2 angry eyes. They're surrounded you. One of them comes out and he looks at you, and he looks down at the little people, and he looks back at you in anger. What are you guys gonna do?
Put the spike back down.
Question: do these things look like Grinch from the Grinch Christmas things? I just need this clarification.
Yes.
They do?
I just described the
100%.
Grinch. Yes.
With the cowlick. Yeah.
With the cowlick, yeah.
Well,
but they're taller
all of
than
a sudden my
me.
mood has changed, and now I want to work with the Grinches, so I start eating the child I catched.
We are chowing down on the poop.
Eat the children.
I'm gonna drop the pylon.
Okay, so Titters, you gonna munch on the baby? You pop a baby?
No.
No?
No, I can't. Titters is very motherly. She can't kill an innocent child.
Eat a child!
I can.
She does not eat it. And I will not let this child die in any way. So this child, I can't let this child die. The adults I can, but not the kid.
I am going to eat the child's parents.
I do not stop you, but you're not eating the child.
I'm going to knit my fingers behind my skull and kneel down as though I am being arrested. Because I am not a threat.
I'm gonna point my gun at one of the big green guys because I don't trust them.
I gather the children.
Okay.
I'm just kind of like waving it back and forth, like back off, man.
Rock, are you going to eat one of the people?
Oh, I'm eating as many as I can. I am high. I have the munchies. They are perfect bite-sized creatures.
I disagree, but he's high, so...
I mean, anything that can fit in your mouth is bite-sized, really.
You didn't roll on the chart, did you?
I didn't know what dice it was.
Yeah. It's, hold on. It's, now it's 1 to 4.
Oh! Hi, guys.
I think I rolled a 4.
Perfect. Rock, the moment you get into her stash, she went down. We're gonna back up just a second. Half a minute before, Mao was bending over to put get the things out of her bag. While she's doing that, you were like, I'm taking it. You're so pissed off from throwing your temper tantrum to the base. You're like, screw it. You munched the whole bag. That's 3 ounces or 3 stash worth of mushrooms.
Jesus Christ, man.
You blink out of existence.
I'm only Dickinson, man.
Rock blinks out of existence, and then you blink back. Nobody even notices. But you had this incredibly epic adventure in a different dimension. And you need to tell us something about that. Or at least one thing that scarred you and changed you. But when you come back, that's when that's when the little people come out of the forest, and she's putting the thing down, and everything unfolds.
I saw some stuff. I was a great warrior, murdering everyone in sight. They hailed me as their god king, but they sacrificed me to the old one.
Wow.
They sacrificed me. My rage burns for this next dimension. I will fight my way back. They deserve damnation, and they will see it through my blood.
Hell yeah, Rock was the murder king.
Wait, through your blood? So you have to bleed for them to die, or I don't understand.
It will be an epic battle.
Is this the rage that carries you into just starting to chew on these little people that
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, Mao.
These men,
They look just humanoidly similar enough for me to want to murder
you're
them.
just
Even
still
more.
caught up in the rage. Maybe you spent like 40 years just killing anybody you wanted.
Oh,
wow, Jesus, calm down, Dean.
Nice. That's exactly where I was drawing that from. A good muse was broken hell.
I was never good. I was always evil.
Chaotic at best.
Okay, so Rock, you can't Mao. You can't even stop him from doing it. He just launches himself at these little people. He says, "And of course, the Grinches roar." Because unfortunately, we joined the story after they've already come to terms with Christmas, and are guardians of Whoville.
Oh no!
They're rage.
Oh, no!
Hey, Christopher. Welcome. The Grinches attack.
I'm trying to protect a child. Remember this. I'm protecting children.
One of the Grinches literally screams. I need everybody. Well, Rock. Actually, you guys got 4 action points. Okay, Mao, I need you to make a danger dance move. I need you to roll danger dance. And we've got 2 battle bombs coming.
Oh shit! Mine is cold.
Minus cold, yeah. So -1.
Fuck this. Here.
17
and 14.
Yeah, 14. All right, inspire me, Muse. The next action a Muse take doesn't cost any action points, so that's good. Woo! And then
I know. Okay.
Dungeons may call and guns implore a meeting now today, as laughter was an hour ago, or at least a traveling show who died yesterday.
Block Party, you still here? Is Block Party still here? Because the other one I rolled is it was bar fight. So. Bar fight. One of the Apocabitches gets in a fight with the next bro, but I can bump it up to Dimensions Warp. The time-space continuum decides that Block Party's parents do indeed love him. We'll let him know that happened when he gets back.
Will do.
But the main thing
see
is,
I'm gonna write this down.
So Jelly, yeah. So Jelly goes flying. Not Jelly. There is no Jelly. Mao.
There's no Jelly. Only Mao.
The Jelly is a lie.
Bunches scream and with such force. Mao goes flying. Yes, Mao goes flying. You're gonna take 2 harm, Mao.
Jesus. All right. Emily. All right.
Okay. Rock.
All right.
Okay, Rock, Game Daddy, and Titters are going to go flying as well, unless they spend action points. One of you gets a free...
So I use the free action to keep the child on me and make sure that they don't get hurt.
Okay. But you're going to go rolling.
Yep.
Call upon the ancestral memory of Budadiah when they were PD.
I can teach you how to make a swaddle. Velociraptor thing.
Yeah. They can teach you how to make a swaddle, though, because I swaddled the skunk last season.
Rock, we can leave the Mutate Muse cheap for next week, too, since the holidays have kept it pretty quiet tonight, so.
Yeah.
We'll keep it cheap until you guys all have 3 mutations.
All right.
Yeah. You'll get your mutation.
No, I had a good idea.
Oh, you do? Do you want to? Well, you know what? I don't mind if you want to.
But I'd like to keep it up to chat too as well.
Okay. It's going to cost 2 action points to save yourselves from not being thrown. Who are we mutating, Jelly?
See, Jelly can mutate us at any point.
Not a muse, not a muse. Who's Jelly? Jelly doesn't exist.
Jelly Gatto wants to mutate.
Jelly's just a great fan.
Jelly's just a fantastic person.
All right, so your
except when they're not.
Oh, 105. Oh. Well, that would be on the chart here. That would be a defect. So if you like the idea of a defect, we could roll on the defect table for you as one option. The other option is what's your what were you thinking, Rock?
Oh, I was thinking of being able to go back to this dimension that I saw, that I lived in for 40 years as their god king at will, and be able to bring things back.
What kind of things?
Either pretty much like just get teleported into a random location and have like 10 seconds to just grab a random item and teleport back. Whether that be a person or a spoon.
Here's a handful of hay!
Or a spoon.
I like that.
Okay, all right, I'll do it. But you got to promise that it's got to be crazy as fuck whatever you bring back.
Oh, of course. Of course.
I feel
I'm
like
thinking this is like medieval England style of world.
Yes, thank you, Zero
I
Theory.
think it's like low magic.
I like that.
It comes with a cost, though. You've got to eat a stash. If you don't have a stash, you can't do it.
I love it.
That's a great.
I will accept that. I will accept that 100%.
That's fantastic.
I like it. That makes sense to me too.
Thanks, Zero Theory.
Like I'm just gonna have to amp up my stash winning game, and that's okay.
Or
I have to wait. I think I have a plan.
Well, that was a bad roll. Rolling the crit fail on the drama.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So 2 action points to save yourselves from getting thrown around. You have 4 right now. Who wants to? Titters spent the free action to save the child he's holding, but he's going to go flying. There's 3 of you and 4 action points, so someone's going flying.
No, real quick,
I will accept.
Can we confirm Titters' pronouns?
Sure. What are Titters?
Titters, what are your pronouns?
Titters is she and her.
She, her. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
But she sounds this.
I will do my best to.
Been smoking for 40 years.
That's okay. I just want to make sure that I understand where you're thinking that they're going.
Yeah. No, thank you. Thank you. I thank you for because I wasn't sure. Okay. Who's flying and who's not? Yes.
I'm going for Temple.
Flying, but with the kids say.
Okay. Titters goes rolling off in the forest. Mao goes rolling off in the forest with 2 hurts. Daddy, what are you doing? Or 2
I'm rolling.
You're gonna go rolling?
Can I take a shot with my stun gun to see if I can hit one of them while I'm flying?
While you're flying, no. Right after, no. Yeah, actually, yeah, we'll get back to that in just a second. Rock, you gonna go flying too?
Nah, I'm gonna stand my ground.
2 action points?
Yeah.
And 16.
Well, since they flew, does that mean they technically failed and we gained more action points?
I was just going to say this would be a good point for you guys to gain some action points if you choose to go flying instead. So if both Titters and Game Daddy choose to go flying, you're going to leave you guys. You're going to end up after Rock spends 2 to stand still. You got 6.
Okay.
And then there's still Budadiah.
Yes, Bud.
It just looks.
Bud went flying too. But he's not going to get the action point stuff. He's just going to go flying.
Bud, when Bud is not here, I feel like it's hanging out in my backpack. They're hanging out in my backpack.
Okay.
So they're.
What about Cub? Did Cub go flying?
Yes.
Because he doesn't have action points.
Yeah, because you did not save Cub. You saved your new baby fox.
That's
so
not
you guys
Fox,
are split up. The way I see it, Titters and Game Daddy went one way, and as you're rolling and you see one Grinch come at you, Mao, you went in front, and one of them's coming at you, or coming around, and the one that was behind you guys is squaring off with Rock. Is how I'm seeing it in my head.
So there's 4 of them, and each one of us has one.
3. There's one that's coming off in the... You and Titters and Game Daddy rolled off in the same direction. And one's coming to you guys.
I actually want to deal with one alone.
Like,
I'll just stand back and watch. It's fine.
Well, I was going to say, Game Daddy,
as you do.
If you wanted to spend some action points, you could roll and come up with a stun gun. That'd be kind of cool.
I would love to do that.
I want you to help
Give me all
Mal,
that.
though. I have an idea to try to get a Grinch to actually not kill us.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yes.
Are you going to adopt a Grinch? Is that what you're doing? Okay.
Possibly.
I mean, it wasn't on your arc
Can you
list,
talk to
but
the
I
Grinch,
mean...
though?
I didn't know the Who's and the Grinches lived, so they're on the arc list now.
Oh, okay. Well, Grinches and Who's live now, so... Also, every
Grinches are
other
asexual,
thing
just
that has
saying.
been mutated, that's fine.
So...
They don't need a partner.
My people!
Behold, my stuff. Just an entire army of animals.
So, Game Daddy, 3 action points, and you can shoot the Grinch with a stun gun.
I will succeed.
Okay. You guys got 3. You shoot. You're like, roll, come up. You got it out.
Do a barrel roll.
Game Daddy. What's that, a barrel roll? The Grinch, enraged, comes crashing through the underbrush. You hit it with the stun gun, it stops. And it just pauses there. I don't know how long it's going to hold. He's pretty big. But he is frozen. Mao, you look up as one's towering over top of you. He goes to reach down to grab you. What do you do?
I am going to... So, do I have the agency to determine if I'm on my back or on my front?
Sure.
I would like to be on my back, please.
Okay.
And then I would like to scoot between its legs by rappelling down its beer belly.
Give me another danger dance, please.
All right.
The one that's taking it. You turn and there's one just standing there staring at you with these eyes, and he does something. He's doing something while he's standing there, and it's like you can feel, it's like you can't tell that he's not doing anything visible, but you can tell something's going on. He's actually absorbing your energy and taking your action points. You guys have 0 action points now.
Oh no.
Is it because I try to say that I'm going to tame 2 Grinches that you're taking away the action points left?
The ability to absorb energy. And they're absorbing your action points.
I feel like if the Grinch is anything, it's a psychic vampire.
I'm learning and adapting with you guys. And so are the monsters.
Oh God, that's wrong.
Jelly, did you just roll a 5?
I sure did.
Jelly, so you go to kind of crawl around. He grabs you, picks you up, and slams you back down on the ground. Another hurt.
I will attempt to charge and bash into this Grinch and obviously fail to get us some action points.
What are you going to do?
I was going to use my speed burst ability, which is 2 action points to head to Goku style headbutt into this Grinch.
So you're not sure what he's doing. He's just kind of staring at you. Like you feel something maybe, and you start running towards him to do your speed, but you find yourself lethargic. You kind of stumble in front of him. Kind of
too many Who's, not enough energy.
You ate too many Who's.
I ate too many. I'm in a food coma.
Wonderful, lovely.
Titters, what are you doing there, buddy?
Almost like it's Christmas.
So I'm sizing up the situation. How many action points do we have?
0.
3.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, he just returned. I'm sorry. 3.
Okay. So I'm sizing up the situation. 1 Grinch in front of
he's stunned.
Game Daddy and me. 1 Grinch in front of Rock and 1 Grinch in front of Mao, who looks really hurt.
Yep.
You use your titty milk.
See, you saw off in the distance, maybe like, I don't know, like 20 feet away, you saw Mao come up, because you see the Grinch. You see it pick her up and then slam her back down.
So,
give it the titty milk.
Oh yeah, the titty milk, the milk, your milk heals, by the way.
I remember.
As if there's milk that's not from titties.
That's a good point.
Oat milk?
That's why it seems redundant.
Milk.
Like you don't
I mean...
You don't need to say titty. Yeah, that's right. Well, is that really milk, though? You know what I mean?
No.
Okay, so
Almond
here's
milk.
my idea, Lich.
Almond milk. Yeah, Titters.
So, what I'm going to have Titters do is go to Mao, walking, holding the child, still in a protective way, towards the Grinch. I am going to say, I noticed they did not attack us. They just glared at us up until Rock ate one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, to that Grinch, I present the child still safe, still healthy, still good, that I was holding, to sort of distract it, and I squirt my titty lasers at Mao at the same time.
Okay, I like titty lasers.
Yep, that's where I'm aiming. Because speaking through maternal instincts, these Grinches seem to be treating these Whos, which I don't know, as their children. So I'm doing process of association.
Yeah. So Titter. So you come out the underbrush and you get up in front of him because he's about to slam two fists down on Mao, and he looks over and he sees you holding the little baby. He goes, he stops,
but not in a aggressive stance. This one's safe.
I got you. He starts reaching for the baby, like he's gonna take
I do not fight that.
Okay. He takes the little baby. And you see his face change as he's not enraged anymore. He starts looking around like he's looking for other little people, but he's taking his attention off Mao and give you time to squirt your milk. How much do you want to heal her? You can heal her 1 harm for every action point.
Alarm.
You have 3 action points, so
give her the 3.
Yeah, you could heal her all the way if you want.
Okay, so I heal her all the way, and that's what I'm doing, but I'm doing it in a, as I'm healing her, I gesture to the other Whos who most likely look terrified of Rock, and, the Grinches, like,
they should be.
This is being caused by this fight.
Like, if we chill out, then we'll all be chilled out.
Yeah, if we calm down, we can work out a good solution. Just tie the Rock up.
Okay,
yeah,
so
I know.
This is here's the battle.
Calm the fuck down is not within Rox's.
Get this. How well does this kind of segue in? The battle bomb we just dropped is goodwill. All the Muses.
And I rolled that. Why?
All the Muses
Why
act
me?
Completely against their nature and be super nice and giving.
I hate.
So they don't want to fight us anymore?
Oh, and we have rolled, ladies and gentlemen, a double Sharknado.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, shit.
Well, I charge forward and protect the Whos.
Hey, Joker.
What's up, Joker?
So, you guys, well, actually, the Muses, suddenly you hear, above all this shit that's going on, you hear a, unfortunately, familiar sound. And I don't know how you like that or not, but it's like 2 trains on either side. Trees just start going up. Snow.
I've heard this sound very often, but this time there's 2.
Question.
Yeah.
2 questions. Are the Sharknadoes moving in opposition to each other or not?
They are coming from the north and the west.
So
they're kind of coming
north.
Because what's going to happen is the Sharknado is actually going to take care of the fire.
Okay, and that was my second question: is it spreading the fire or is it inhibiting the fire?
It's inhibiting the fire. It's sucking the fire.
Oh, I want to eat flaming Sharknadoes.
It's a flaming Sharknado. The sharks are on fire because it's sucking the fire. So there's flaming.
I don't know if this is going to be good or not.
Hold on, guys.
I'm interested.
I have an idea. If I shock the water, then it'll have all four elements and it'll transcend existence.
I mean, where do you count Earth in that?
Wait, what? What Game Daddy? Say that again?
It's on the Earth.
Well, I mean...
Go ahead.
No, sorry, go
I
ahead.
didn't really hear what you said. Something about... Yeah, just tell me that again.
Yeah, I was saying, what if I shocked the tornado? Would it just, cease to exist? Because it'd have, all the elements in it? It's sucking up Earth because I mean it's a tornado. It's got air in it.
Air.
It's got water. It's got fire. It's on fire now. So if I shock it, maybe it'll just poof.
You mean with the stun gun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Just shock the water. It's not
gigantic. It's gigantic.
Are the sharks cooking? Is this like a fish fry now?
Yeah.
Does it
Well,
smell
they're
like
flaming
shark?
sharks whipping around the air. You see, you hear crunching as trees are going down and getting sucked up into it. As the one from the north is coming, and then the one from the east is coming too, sucking up trees and snow. The Grinches all look around and scramble for the little Whos, and they're picking them up and putting them on themselves and grabbing them. You see little Whos hanging on to their fur as they're trying as fast as they can, running to. And then you notice that they've got sleighs, these large sleighs that are you don't know how they're powered. You don't know. There's no horses connected to them or anything.
That's okay. I believe in the power of the Grinches. Power their own vehicles.
So I'm actually gonna try to help the Grinches do this.
Okay.
I'm interested in asking the Grinches if we can catch a ride with them, except maybe Rock.
Oh wait.
Who can hang on to the ski of one of the sleighs? Maybe.
I am standing my ground against these double Sharknadoes and listening to Ride the Lightning.
Okay.
Hey, Titters, how many action points did you spend to heal Mao?
3.
Oh,
so I was gonna say 3, but then this happened.
Yeah.
I want to know how many action points it's gonna cost us to save the Whos and get a ride.
You know what? That saving the Whos isn't going to be that big a deal because I mean you're running and trying to save them and stuff. It's not like
The Whos are not our responsibility. We didn't know they existed until today.
The Whos are my
I will say
responsibility.
for 1 action point you can save a Whos that you see around you.
Okay.
So heal her for 2 and then use 1 to heal to. No?
She's shaking her head no at me.
No, I'm like, oh my god, Jesus fucking Christ. Emily fucking Dickinson.
Why? What?
No, this is just ridiculous. It's fantastic. Not no as in don't do this. Because you won't even listen to me if I say no. So
Oh no, I'll listen to you if you say no.
No, but not about this. I will allow you to do.
So yeah, I just turn, squirt as I pick up Whos and run to a Grinch sled.
Okay. You squirt two streams of milk at your Mao. You hit it. Feel it fits you. The warmth hits your face and trickles into your mouth, and you feel energized as you get up in the midst of these 2 Sharknadoes barreling towards you guys. Now, the fact that Titters is grabbing now, so you guys the Muses are still in a giving nature. Are the Game Daddy and Rock? Are you collecting Whos as well? Because there's suddenly lots of them.
I'm figuring that they're very terrified of me since I was munching on like all of them.
You still got Who pieces hanging out of your mouth.
Yeah.
In your eye teeth. Yeah.
Did it taste
So they're probably still terrified of me. So I'm just gonna try and hurt them. I'm gonna try and herd them like a mean shepherd to Game Daddy.
Okay. All right. That's all right. You guys got.
I will be the aggressive. I'm going to be the aggressive shepherd.
Okay, so why don't we say in order to do that, at least 1 action point, and then you're gonna fail to give Game Daddy 2. How's that sound?
Beautiful.
Yep. So yeah, they're scared. It's actually kind of working because they're so afraid of you. They're running away. So you are kind of hurting them. So it's kind of working to agree. Game Daddy, what are you doing?
Gonna help load them into the sleighs, I guess.
Okay. All right. So. This is fantastic. So the Grinches and the Sharknadoes has brought all of you together, in face of a common disaster.
Hi guys.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Hi guys.
Christmas miracle. Thank you for the drama bomb.
Oh no! Of course I know what Christmas is. I support Emily Dickinson.
It's a wonderful time of yeyear. So all these factors have come together to make you guys.
Lovely.
Kind of all getting in, and because you're loading the Whos into the sleigh, and you understand the Grinch is overjoyed. He hops in and motions for you guys to jump in too. You guys all jump on the sleigh, and then you hear this kind of, and then you're off. It's like flying on its own. You can't see what's powering this sleigh, but you're rising up out of when you come up out of the tree line. you see the two massive Sharknadoes, and the one's flaming with all the flaming sharks going around as it's sucking up all the fire. And the other one's coming
hear the
full of trees.
screaming?
And you're almost getting caught. You're getting battered by the sleigh, but it jets off. You start heading as fast as you can south, and you notice a peak off in the distance, like a mountain peak. It looks like you're heading straight.
Of course.
As you're heading though, you're going so fast. You look down and almost a blur. You pass Zoo, and a few minutes later,
that's my house.
Yeah,
that's my closet hut.
And in a couple minutes later, you're over top of the trees of this, and this peak is coming closer. But then suddenly, and the sleigh rocks, and you turn upside down, and you grab it on.
I grab as many of the Whos as I can to protect them.
And then you're falling. You hit the tree line, and the trees are hitting you guys, and boom, 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 you're all falling down into the tree, into the forest, and it's dark. It's white and it's dark because you just fallen in the snow.
Yeah.
When you come up out of the snow, you hear it, and you guys are surrounded by these figures in these white suits with things over them, and one of them opens up, and it's a human, and he says something. He says, "Stay where you don't move," and all the guns are pointed at you, and that's where we're gonna end tonight.
I am face down in the snow with my head knitted behind my head.
There's still Titters. You have a few Whos with you. But the Grinch fell somewhere else.
Okay, so I'm starting my zoo. Oh, look, humans. I like humans.
And Gabe, since you did not give the orders yet, that's still on the table for next week.
Okay. Well, depending on how this turns out with the humans, I can just send them to help us.
Yeah. But there's like 30 of them, all in these white parka snowsuits kind of things. When you look around, there's like snowmobiles around. Yeah. And
I just have one question.
Yes, sir.
The Whos around me, how many of them are children?
One.
One child?
Yeah.
The one you saved. The one whose parents ate.
Here's the thing. Did you grab the bear too? Was the bear the cub? Was Cub on the sleigh as well?
Yeah. Some Whos were probably clinging to Cub because he's a big furry fuzzball.
Right. Okay. Do we want to say that the Cub survived? Actually,
I want the Cub to survive.
Well, did you guys have any action points left? I don't think you did. You have two?
No,
I don't think you did.
I think we really did.
No, because I used. How many did we get back for Roxvale? Was that 2 or 3?
We got 3, and then 2
So
I used to heal Mau Mau, and then you used 1. Yeah.
No, but he healed Mau Mau before this. Then we got the 3 from you failing from trying to hurt them, and then I used 1 of whatever we got. So
we would only have 1. Then?
-1 from whatever we had there. I don't know if it was 2 or 3.
Mal,
I think I'll only
danger dance roll, will you, please?
I'm sorry, what?
Hey, great.
Danger dance?
Thanks. Yeah, give me a danger dance. We're gonna actually. I'm gonna give all the Muses one minor hurt for the fall.
Okay.
So that we start next episode with you guys having a minor hurt. So what happens is you get one more hurt, you'll have a major hurt, and then one more hurt, you're out of commission for a little while.
So we need 1 major hurt and 1 minor hurt, and then we're out.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay.
And
I got a 6.
Yeah. So Mao regained those 2 harm. You heard something crack when you hit the ground, even though this snow isn't that deep.
That's okay. There goes my leg, which I don't have to act out on camera.
Okay, great. Have a great night. I mean, great.
But what about my bear?
Well, okay. If you guys start the
next week
next
thing?
episode with 0 action points, you can have kept the bear. We'll say I want to give or take the situation. Like, do you want more Whos or the bear?
I'd say the bear. Whos are gonna run off? The bear's sticking with us.
I just need to know how many children Whos there are.
There's only 1.
There's only 1.
Actually, just 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rest were adults.
Well, I'd rather the bear and this one who. I don't care about the adults. Children are protected.
Yeah.
Motherly instinct.
All of them died except for the child.
Okay.
Okay.
That doesn't bother me. You would think I'm sadistic, and I am. But you don't harm children.
You sure don't.
No.
No.
Okay, so
you protect them.
So what did you?
Well, unless it's Harry.
So I'll give you the cub and one who, or two who's. How's that?
Cub and a who.
The cub and a who.
Cub and a who, and the who is a kid.
Yep.
Yes.
One who child.
Just slowly building up a child army.
We kill you and take your child.
Oh boy. Alright, so this is what we got for this episode. So, we know that there's a large radioactive weapon, atomic nuclear weapon underneath the zoo. Zoo is currently awaiting orders from God/Game Daddy. The fire is out thanks to a Sharknado.
Sharknado.
Yeah, double Sharknado.
Two Sharknadoes, not four, two.
You destroyed the fire, destroyed the home of the Who's, who were being saved by Grinches. And you guys are now, it looks like, caught by humans. And that's where we're ending.
With a who and a pet bear.
With a who and a pet bear. Yeah.